Welcome to another edition of Tech Talk. This is David Slavick at Ascendant Loyalty. I have the pleasure of being with Marcus Puffer, who is VP and Head of Loyalty Management Solutions at IBS Software, an amazing company in the travel space. Marcus, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, how long you've been with IBS? It's just an amazing company from a software as service and really redefining how travel companies are leveraging technology.
First of all, thanks, David, for having me. It's really a pleasure being here with you today. So myself, I'm with IBS now for 11 years. 11 years in the tech sector for somebody who's originally coming from the aviation space, from the airlines, is a long time. And it was truly an amazing journey, right? As you said, I have started here 11 years back in a company that has done an amazing job in building, SaaS platforms for travel and transportation. That is our DNA. Travel and transportation is our DNA. This is where we come from. And as an organization, we serve over 180 customers, all the well-known brands in the industry, with solutions that cover the whole aspect, right? From passenger servicing, from air cargo, crew and ops operations, cruise passenger services, hospitality reservations, and last but not least, customer loyalty, which is the area I represent.
That's beautiful. And so you evolve from really the whole aspect of making it easy for the traveler to experience all the things that they are so excited about, eliminating all the friction and so on. And then the company has evolved into loyalty, would you say?
Yes, loyalty was one of the products that we started developing as we saw that this concept of customer loyalty becomes more and more important, right?
Sure.
The history of loyalty programs is 30, 40 years old, and only with technology you could really start building engagement with the customers in a more frictionless form and develop that concept into growth drivers for the airlines. And we saw a pickup of that and have evolved over the past years by not just building a platform that can serve the needs of that travel industry, but also convince some of the most renowned brands in the travel and transportation space to partner with us to deliver a better customer experience.
True. And one of the clients, and you posted that on LinkedIn, was about Emirates, and you had an amazing time with them. And they're so actualized to taking care of their guest, of the frequent traveler, of the high value traveler, as well as the beginning to experience the Emirates experience. So in thinking about an Emirates or other clients in the cruise line industry, like an MSC, or hotel companies and so on, what are the things that people say internally that they're most proud of?
Internally, in terms of what our customers say,
what you built, and then what you're fulfilling, right? It's like you've transformed the experience, and you've gone from green screens and not personalization to really a curated experience and making travel just so seamless and easy and rewarding and special. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look, I think what customers really are proud of, apart from the things that they do themselves, being innovative and creating new ideas, but where we help them to be even more proud of, if you want to call it like that, is we give them the flexibility. We give them a foundation where they can get creative and identify the needs of their travelers, of their customers, of their members, and shape the ideal proposition to make their journey, their experience better, right? And a better experience for the customer should ideally result in better share wallet, revenue uplift, growth, better NPS, right? And that is what we try to support. We give him a toolbox, and together we develop the solutions so that our customers, the airlines or hotel companies, cruise lines, whoever, right, have the ability to act to market demands, right? And you saw that particularly during the pandemic, right, where for many airlines the loyalty programs were the only, or maybe next to cargo, the only revenue sources that continued generating revenues.
Right.
And we saw some of our customers being quite innovative and start shifting the focus from frequent flyer programs to frequent buyer programs, and incentivize, spend on the co-brand card, trying to bridge that period until travel started to pick up. And if you can do that in weeks and not in years, then you have flexibility, and then you are close to the market, and then you'll succeed.
Yeah, if your United card fell to third preference during the pandemic, because what do I need more miles for, and I'm not flying, that's a problem. And I actually saw that Bob Daly at United and Luke Bondar as a partner, that's exactly what they did, was they really upped their game in terms of encouraging me to continue to use my United Mileage Plus card, because here I am in Chicago. So of course, what's my favorite card? And so, whether it was spend threshold or frequency or partnerships, it was all very, very, very smartly done. So question for you, the future. What are the one or two things from a loyalty solution standpoint that you're focused on, Marcus, that you'd care to share?
So with the risk that people start yawning, I say personalization is still the name of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we hear that for many years, right? And I dare to say that what people aspire for personalization, they still struggle to achieve because of these decentralized systems, data sources, etc. Now, picking up on that, I think the key will be, or the ability that we see is that with the proliferation of AI, you all of a sudden have technology that allows you, through contextualization, through combination of various data sources, to really create personalized content fairly simply. Right? I mean, we talk about all the challenges around AI. That's a different story, but the technology is there, right? And that opens a whole new field. Second, especially if you look at aviation, with modern airline retailing and the airlines moving towards that, combine that with a solid loyalty proposition, you have a wealth of information. You have AI-driven capabilities to drive your order and offer management, and all of a sudden you have the tools not just on a white paper. You have them in-house to really drive personalization. I think this is where the journey will go to. Right, we were waiting long for that, but sure, now the journey has started, and I think the train has left the station. It's now just a matter how fast are you willing to jump onto that train and put that into effect.
That's beautiful. And the more that the guest, the frequent flyer, winds up going and sharing information, and you leverage analytics and the algorithms to go and inform that personalization, so I know or predict where my preferences are and make it more meaningful, certainly that'll definitely be very beneficial. And your solutions wind up, I hope, making it easy for the users to ultimately implement. That's the key. Or do you work side by side from a strategic loyalty standpoint to help the clients to achieve that personalization journey?
Well, this is an optional offer. We of course we are a tech provider.
Sure.
Right? We that is our core DNA. We provide the technology to help our customers transform.
Yes.
So our main task is provide the best technology, right, for them to deliver their aspirations, their ideas.
Hmm.
Of course, with the knowledge that we have, with the experience that we have, being so travel and transportation focused, we do work with certain clients very closely together to bring the ideas to life, so that the time to market is even faster, right? And the capabilities of the platform are fully leveraged.
That's
And yeah,
beautiful.
that's something that works out quite well.
Great. Marcus, thank you so much for your time today. Really exciting. The future of travel is bright with an IBS Software as a partner. I really appreciate you taking the time today, and you have great visibility in the marketplace. So anyone, in airline, hotel, cruise lines, transportation, to reach out to Marcus and learn more, they know where to find you, right?
Absolutely. Check me out on LinkedIn, send me a direct message. David, thank you very much for having me. Really appreciate it. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here. Take care.